Witam kolejny raz, tym razem na początku rozdziału drugiego, w którym szukamy Kalidy. Znaleźliśmy się na jakiejś wyspie. Tyczka. Pierwsze, co nam zwraca naszą uwagę, to tyczka.
Phew. No chance. Though the pole is quite brittle, I'm just not strong enough.
A może spot?
Can you bite through this pole for me, Spot? So, suddenly you're not hungry anymore?
Korniki by się może przegryzły, ale nie spot.
Do you know where Kalidy is? Never mind. I'll find out.
On chyba nam nie powie, jest z drewna.
There's an engraving. Kalidy has her ears in the water, huh?
Tak, to jest jakaś podpowiedź zapewne. Kalida ma uszy w wodzie. Tu jest pełno świec. Spróbujmy coś z nimi zdziałać.
I'd better leave it here. It reminds me of my mother's grave.
Przypominają mi grób mojej matki. Tak, taka już bardziej smutna historia tutaj się rozpoczyna. Spróbujmy użyć ust, zdmuchnąć świecę.
Good night, Mom.
Dobranoc, mamo. No, to jest taki wzruszający moment, kiedy sobie przypominamy, że właściwie uzmysławiamy sobie, że to nie jest tylko taka sielankowa, wesoła historia z dużą dozą humoru, ale też chwyta za serce, też wzrusza, potrafi wzruszyć. No nic, idziemy dalej w górę. Dzwon.
How am I supposed to ring that bell? The bell rope is missing.
Ach, właśnie brakuje sznurka. Powinienem na to zwrócić uwagę wcześniej, bo tutaj był jakiś sznur.
Nope. No chance. The rope is knotted tightly. I won't achieve anything without proper equipment.
Chyba nic z tego. Trudno. No więc nie uderzymy w dzwon. Nie zbudzimy mieszkańców.
Locked.
Tu są jakieś zamknięte wrota. Kiepska sprawa, ale tu się da wejść na pewno, bo jest już strzałka. Krzemień. Ładnie, znaleźliśmy krzemień, więc go podnosimy. Ciśnieniomierz.
The display is turned off. I can't make any sense of it. Except, perhaps, that any further inquiry is a waste of time.
Koło jakieś też.
A wheel. What could it be for?
Nie wiadomo do czego służy, ale można je przekręcić. Nic się nie dzieje,
To
dobra.
make that work, the factory has to be running first, obviously.
Czyli nie działa. Taki z tego wniosek. Idziemy wyżej. Może jakiegoś żywego ducha poza tym pierwszym duchem spotkamy.
Hello.
Bardzo długa będzie dyskusja.
A clown? What are you doing here?
My name is Sadwick. I have to prevent the world from collapsing.
Yeah, very funny. But don't waste your time. You won't be able to boost my spirits anyway.
To jest chyba moja ulubiona postać w grze. Rewelacyjny jest ten dialog. Słuchajcie.
Who are you?
My name is... my name is Bondo.
What?
Bondo.
Come again?
Bondo. Bondo.
Waldo?
Bondo! My name is Bondo! Holy mackerel! I am Bondo!
Bando! How often did I tell you to keep it down?
Look what you've done now. We woke the boss. He's sure to punish me for that.
Tak, tego gościa dosłownie roznosi nadmiar testosteronu.
Why are you so unhappy? Does the impending end of the world bother you too? The thought that all could soon be over?
Oh no. That's something for others to ponder. I don't care if the end is coming. On this island, we're done for anyway. You see, there's nothing to do anymore.
I'm looking for Kalidy.
Who are you looking for? Kalida? Haha, you're a real clown, aren't you?
Why? What's strange about that? No, wait. Let me guess. Kalidy is dead, or she never existed.
No, Kalida exists all right, but you'd better leave her alone.
So where can I find Kalidy?
I already told you, leave her alone. It'd be best if you didn't make any noise, so you don't wake her up.
I'm not supposed to do what? Wake her up? So she's grumpy in the morning? So what? What's the big deal? Will she throw her pillows and complain about the coffee?
Right. Or she could change into her full height and lay destruction upon the village. Just believe me, you don't want to wake Kalida.
I'm beginning to wonder myself. I have to find Kalidy. The world will collapse if I don't.
Do whatever you want, but I'm not helping you. I don't want any trouble, and I don't want to be blamed when disaster strikes us.
Just a moment. I don't want that either.
So you better let her sleep.
No ta Kalida to musi być jakiś straszny potwór widocznie.
What do you mean there's nothing to do anymore?
It's been quiet here since the boss closed the factory.
Factory?
Pearls used to be pressed here, but the production has been discontinued.
I see. Why is that?
Well, the boss met his goal, 10,000 pearls, and now he's afraid of losing everything. What he fears most is that someone could wake Kalidy. He's really paranoid. I can't make the slightest sound anymore. It used to be different. I was allowed to do the most thrilling jobs. I used to blow the foghorn in the House of the Howls. And come noon, I was allowed to ring the bell, which sounded all over the entire island. But the most thrilling job was the work in the factory. Hot air, thick smoke, and the noise of massive machinery drowning everything out. Whoomp! Kaboom! Ha 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 ha!
Bando, what's going on down there? Be quiet, will you? Or do you want Kalidy to wake up?
Oh dear. You see what I mean? The good old days are over. Well.
Tak, stare dobre czasy się skończyły, nie można pohałasować, nawet podnieść głosu nie można. No co musi być szczególnie bolesne dla takiego faceta jak Bando, który sobie lubi pokrzyczeć.
About those former jobs of yours.
The good old days. What do you want to know?
What was that about the House of the Howls?
Those were the days. Every time big boats came to the island, I was allowed to sound the big horn. Toot! 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 Bando watches over this lake. His call sounds as far as Corona. Toot! 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 Toot!
Bando! How often do I have to tell you? Be quiet, will you?
A sam się tak drzesz.
Well, those days are over now.
Widzicie jaki hipokryta. Mówi, żeby Bando nie krzyczał, a sam krzyczy jeszcze głośniej.
What was that about?
Aj.
Every two is too
Bad. How often?
well.
Powtórzyłem przez pomyłkę linię dialogową. Teraz niech nam opowie o fabryce.
What was that about the factory again?
Those were the days. I had the fastest shovel on this side of the autumn forest. What I liked best was to shovel coal in the heat of the furnace. Above me, the ear-deafening noise of the pearl press. Wham! Boom! Look here, Mother Nature! Your masterpiece is being surpassed by the power of muscles and machinery!
Bando, I'm warning you.
Nothing lasts forever.
What was that about the bell again?
Those Those were the days. I used to run to the entrance of the village every noon to sound the bell for lunch. The sound traveled all over the lake. Dong! 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 Listen here, inhabitants of the lake! Bando tells you that it's time for lunch. Put away your worldly chores. It's time to eat now. Dong, dong, dong.
Bando! One more disturbance and I'll go nuts!
Those days are long gone.
Tak, jak słyszymy, Bando miał bardzo ciekawe życie, pełne rozrywek, ale co dobre już minęło.
Couldn't you learn something different?
Something different? Sounds exciting. What do you propose?
Tak, proponujemy mu przekwalifikowanie się.
You could become a drummer.
Drummer? I bet I'd be a great drummer. I could play the barrel drum in an orchestra. I'd be louder than anyone else. And the cello players would get to feel my drumstick. The audience would go crazy. Bando!
Bando?
I can hear them holler, even now. Bando!
Bando! Be quiet already!
Yeah, you know what? I think I'd better skip that. I don't think Ruben would approve.
Czemu nie? Ja bym go widział w jakiejś kapeli mocno eksperymentalnej, grającej mocno eksperymentalną muzykę heavy metalową. Coś w tym guście, żeby mógł się wyrzucić z siebie ten testosteron.
You could go into road
Tak, drogi w
construction.
Polsce szczególnie
not a
mógłby
bad
budować.
idea. The streets here could use a makeover, and who could do the job better than I? Cobblestone after cobblestone would have to be pounded into the soil. Wham! Wham! Listen here, O world! This island will soon have a new road, and after the road is finished, there'll be a bridge to build, and after the bridge, a tunnel directly to Corona! And finally, a master of road construction will rule again! Hooray to Bando, the master of road construction! Hip hip hooray!
Bando! I'm about to lose my patience with you!
Oh, my fantasies just got the better of me.
Obnośny handlarz? No nie wiem.
You could be a market crier.
Market crier. Wow, I always wanted to be a market crier as a child. I would run through the village with a full basket of pears and cry, "Apples! Apples!" I don't even know why. I mean, they were pears after all. But I didn't care. "Apples!" I'd cry. "Buy from Bando! From Bando, the daredevil market crier! Apples! Apples! Bando's exploding apples!
Bando! I'm fed up with your noise!
Oh dear. I should stick to my limitations.
Tak, ma dość oryginalne poczucie rzeczywistości chyba Bando. Sprzedawałby gruszki, a wołałby, że... reklamowałby wybuchowe jabłka. No cóż, można i tak.
You could be in the opera.
O,
Well,
tak,
why
opera
not?
z
I've
pewnością.
got the looks and the talent. Women would fall at my feet and men would envy me. I'd break glass after glass with my voice. Whoa! Shatter! Sunglasses, water glasses. I'd even shatter the dome of the firmament itself. Whoa!
Bando! Do I always have to get mad first?
Philistine.
Barwę ma ciekawą, nie powiem.
You could open a circus.
I don't know about that. I mean, look at your rags. I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of all the people.
You wouldn't have to be the clown.
That's right. I could be in the lion taming act. Roar! The lion tamer would have a hard time taming me. Roar!
Bando! One more sound down and you'll be confined to your chamber. What on earth is going on down there?
Nothing, Reuben! Roar.
Tak, zawsze warto pomarzyć. Jeśli chodzi o marzenia, to chyba najlepszą przygodówką, taką swoistą pogonią za marzeniami jest Syberia. Ale to tak, znów na marginesie.
I'm running out of ideas.
Don't take it too hard. I had already given up hope.
Yes, that's the effect I often have on people. Is there another way to leave this island?
I'm afraid not, but relax. We have all we need here.
Except company, of course.
That's right. There aren't many people living on the island.
And the lust for life?
Is somewhat limited.
The freedom to go wherever you want?
Yeah. Okay, we might not have all we need, but we have everything else.
Who's the boss here?
That would be Reuben. He owns this island. You can find him in the house on the hilltop.
On the hilltop?
Yeah, way up.
Phew.
Hey, little man. I thought you wanted to save the world. You'll have to get off your backside for that, you know.
Yes, all right. No sweet without sweat, right?
That's right. It will pay off in the end.
Payoff. It doesn't exactly look that way now. More like the opposite. Every step I take brings me nearer to the end. There's also the fear that my dream could come true, that the ground collapses and the world crumbles right under my feet.
Znów wpadł w swój stały ton.
At the hilltop, you said?
Yeah, way up.
Great. Thanks. See you later.
Yeah, later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. I, Bundle!
Be quiet down there!
Tak, weźmiemy z ciebie przykład z pewnością.